If you're craving fresh seafood, outside dining, and the best sunset on the shoreline, the sassy seafood sisters, Susan Jascott and Tracy Planencheck say drive down or sail on into their Dockside Seafood and Grill in Brantford. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We talk with you in the open. We know you're making something yummy. That's all that matters.
Yes.
Definitely.
All right, so tell us what we're making one more time.
We are making our lobster pot pie.
All right. Now, they call you the sassy seafood sisters because you guys are sassy.
We're definitely sassy. Ask anybody at the restaurant.
All right, Tracy, so you walk us through what we're going to do because we want to get started now. We've got a lot to work through.
Okay.
So what have we done so far?
We have a lobster stock here.
Okay.
And you can get this in your grocery store for convenience. But if you have a lobster at home, you put them in here with some celery, onions, carrots, and just let them boil for about a half an hour. It gives you a great tasting stock.
Really? It looks delicious.
And there's Larry the lobster.
Oh, all right.
And then, of course, you're going to pick the lobster meat out and actually use that in our pot pie.
So we're going to pretend that we've already picked that out because I know you have us starting on that side there, but we want to leave the pot here with the stock and everything.
Yeah. I'm going to actually take some stock and I'm going to start adding ingredients here.
Okay.
To make the filling for our pot pie.
Oh, wonderful. And how much would you use?
Well, we use a lot at the restaurant because we make a large batch of it. If you were at home, you would probably only use about a ladle and a half of this.
Okay, perfect. And I'm going to switch position with you if I can over here, Susan. And tell us, Tracy, what you have done in terms of the vegetables we have over here and the ingredients. What are we working with?
We're working with onions, celery, carrots. We have fresh bay leaves, some nice heavy cream, and then we like to use fresh corn right off the kernels. We cut it right off the kernel fresh every time we make the pot pies, which is really nice. And then, of course, fresh lobster meat.
Oh, and
then
good.
Potatoes.
All right, so we're going to let you get started on that because I know you want to bring that. Is that going to come to a boil again?
A little simmer, yeah.
A little bit of a simmer, okay. I'm just a sous chef at best over here, okay? All right, just have
You're a
mercy
good helper.
on me.
You're a good
I know
helper.
you've got the puff pastry over here, but walk us through what you've done in this little area here because you've already got it set up for us.
Yeah, this is just a puff pastry. You can buy it right in your freezer section of the grocery store. And take whatever dish you're going to be using for your pot pie. This is what we use at the restaurant.
Okay.
And then you're going to cut out the top.
That's all you're going to do.
Very, very simple.
Because
cut right around, use it as like a pattern.
Because you're prepping for the top that's going to go over the soup.
Yep.
Okay.
So she'll put the filling into this dish, and then you'll cut this out, and you'll have it all the same exact size that you need.
I love it. And this is one of those popular meals that you have at your place that everybody loves. It's kind of a staple.
It is. It's one of our signature dishes, and everybody loves it.
And
it's
this
really
is,
good.
as we mentioned earlier, this is year number 2. But
Yeah.
I know business is going strong.
Yep.
What can people expect? Because we're moving into a different season.
Yeah, we just opened last week, and it's already, with the sun's out, we're busy.
I know.
And it's a lot of fun. We redid our whole bar out in the patio room.
And I think we actually have a picture of what you've done with your bar. Let's see if we can take that. Tell us what you all have done, because it's what looks really great.
Yeah, it used to just be a straight bar, and we made it into a more of a horseshoe bar, and it just, it's more friendly.
It is more friendly and it brings people together.
Yeah.
There have actually been studies done that way. You make circles, you do circles, or do
Definitely.
something to bring people together. It creates really good positive energy.
And just the first week we've been open, we've proven them right. Those studies, definitely.
We had this wonderful past weekend. I know the weather's, getting better, so business, I'm sure, is going to be off the charts. Okay, let's get back to the recipe. Now what have we done?
So I've just added the fresh corn and the onions. I've added a couple bay leaves. It's going to simmer for a short time. I'm going to add a little bit of fresh celery, fresh diced celery. I'm going to add some carrots and some heavy cream, and we're going to let this simmer for about 7 or 8 minutes until everything is tender.
And this is kind of to taste what you want in terms of the vegetables and how much you want to put in?
You know what? You're absolutely right. You can add whatever vegetables you'd like. You can add asparagus. You can add peas. Whatever you like. Whatever's in season at that time would be great.
And we added the heavy cream. Now what do you want to do?
Now we're going to add a little bit of lobster base, which is a really concentrated lobster flavor to it.
Why do we
and
need
it gives
just
it
a little
great
bit?
flavor, just a little bit because it's so concentrated.
Okay.
And you also have to watch with the flavor, the sodium and stuff in it. You just want to add a little bit of it.
Okay. This is
and it's also going to give us, look at instant color right there. Our pot pies are a wonderful light pink color, and this is what really gives it the nice color there.
And we just want to keep stirring that around.
Yeah, we're going to add a little bit of cream sherry, very important. You need a little sherry in there for a little pow.
And I do know this about sherry, if I can stir that around.
Oh, yep,
give me a
sure.
little hand here.
Yeah.
Sherry kind of gives that sweet taste,
It sure does, yeah. It makes everything a little yummy.
Ooh, I like it. I know. Sherry, look at her over here, it's laughing.
Yeah, and then right at the end here, we're going to add a little bit of roux, which is just equal parts of flour and butter, and we're going to whisk that around if you can, Desiree.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, and we're going to actually simmer this until it gets thick. Then we're going to add steamed potatoes. We steam them right at the restaurant. At home, you would just peel them, boil them, and dice them.
Okay.
And then we can add this right to it.
All right. Perfect. We're going to keep stirring that around.
All right. Then we have, if I'm going to scooch this over on the oven.
Okay, we're going to fast forward. And you said, what do you want to do with this again? You want to bring it to a simmer.
You want to bring it to a simmer and cook everything till the vegetables are nice and tender.
Perfect.
And now that you add that roux, it's going to thicken up. And this is what you're going to get. You're going to get this nice, thick, almost like a lobster stew consistency. Oh. It's really, really nice and thick.
Susan, talk about sinfully wonderful.
It's excellent.
Oh, my goodness.
It's fabulous. So we're going to fill our casserole dish with this.
And this is something that anybody really could make at home.
You could. You could.
We had so many phone calls before about this at home, and people were trying it and loving it. They were coming in, eating at the restaurant, and then going home and trying it.
It's one of those rich, like, feel-good, kind of soups. Or rather, like nice little pot pies.
Right. Then we want to take our fabulous lobster. We use 4 ounces of fresh-picked lobster meat.
Okay.
We're just going to fill that up. Look at all that good lobster in there.
Yeah, I know. I just want to see if it's any good.
Go ahead, yeah.
I want to make sure it's fresh.
Go ahead. And then what we're going to do is what Susan just showed you on the puff pastry.
Right.
This is what we have. This is what we did. What
she cut it out. Right.
Right.
Okay.
We're going to take this and we're actually going to lay it right over.
Perfect.
And we're going to seal it to our casserole dish.
That's beautiful.
Okay. And then what we'll do is take a little bit of a knife, just put a couple of slits in the top of it.
Okay.
We're going to cook this at home for about 350 degrees for about 20 minutes or so. Okay. Really, the inside's all cooked. So you really just want to cook it till that puff pastry is nice and golden brown.
Oh, I like that. Tracy, well, I'm going to let you put that in the oven. In the meantime, we're going to come back over here because you brought some other items with you. What else did you bring?
Yes, we have both chowders we serve. We don't have the other one here. Is the Rhode Island clear clam chowder and the creamy New England chowder. We make everything fresh at the restaurant. And this is excellent. Our becoming famous Lobster Bisque.
Becoming famous.
And it's an old family recipe. And that's really good. Yeah.
Wow. I plan to eat lots a day. Wow.
Definitely.
I mean, it comes out, it looks like this?
It sure does. Yep. This is our pot pie finished.
Oh, my. And this is how you serve it?
And this is exactly how we serve it. Slide it right here onto this dish.
Oh, wow. And I have our camera guy over here, Big Daddy over here, and I'm just going to go ahead and bite right into it. Let's see here. Let's see what we think, ladies.
Dig in. I hope it's nice and warm.
Oh, that's amazing. You know what, though? The puff pastry gives it that homemade feel. It's
it sure does. It's really light and airy on top. It's not heavy at all whatsoever. It's really good. And all those big chunks of lobster in there. It's great.
Dockside Seafood and Grill is where it's at, huh, ladies?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
All right, let's put the information on the screen, folks. If you want to try it for yourself, go for it. But I say don't even bother. Get on over there and see our sassy seafood sisters at the Dockside Seafood and Grill out in Branford. They'll take good care of you. Tell them Connecticut Style sent you. All right, they're located, once again, in Branford. What's the street name, ladies?
We're in
Block
Bruce
Island Road.
Marina.
That's perfect. There we
Bruce
go.
and Johnson Marina.
I like that. Thank you so very much, girls. You're fabulous.
Thank you for having us.
All right, we got to do the whole thing. Imagine that.
Yeah.
That was a lot. We did it. All right.
Is it over?
That's it, ladies.
That's it?
We've got a Sun Up Beautiful Day. Listen, we've got a Sun Up Beautiful You Day. You got to stick around for that, all right?
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to get beautiful and feel fabulous. We're featuring skin staples for spring. Stick around.